Once there was a small village where the people lived in fear of a mysterious entity known as the Blanket Boy. It was said that if one heard the sound of his footsteps, it was already too late. The Blanket Boy was known to creep into the bedrooms of children at night and steal them away to his lair. One night, a young boy named Timmy was visited by the Blanket Boy, but instead of being taken, Timmy woke up to find himself in a strange place, a dark and damp dungeon filled with roses. The walls were covered in thorns, and the air was thick with the scent of roses. In the center of the room, there was a large bag with a sinister-looking smile. The bag introduced itself as the Nightmare Bag, and it offered to help Timmy escape the dungeon if he agreed to take it with him. Timmy agreed, and the Nightmare Bag led him through a series of twisting and turning passages filled with traps and puzzles. The bag warned Timmy that if he failed to solve the puzzles, he would be trapped in the dungeon forever. Despite the challenges, Timmy finally found his way to the exit, but as he stepped outside, he realized that he was no longer in the village. Instead, he was in a dark and desolate wasteland, and the Nightmare Bag was now attached to his back. The bag whispered to Timmy, telling him that it was now his constant companion and that he would never be able to escape it. Timmy realized too late that the bag was not a helpful ally, but rather a manifestation of his worst fears and nightmares. From that day on, Timmy was never the same. He was haunted by the bag, and the villagers whispered that he was possessed by the Blanket Boy. Timmy roamed the village, a shadow of his former self, always followed by the sound of the Nightmare Bag's sinister laughter. The village was never the same after Timmy's encounter with the Blanket Boy and the Nightmare Bag. People whispered about the strange boy who wandered the streets with a bag filled with nightmares, and the children whispered about the sound of footsteps that always seemed to follow them at night. And the villagers all lived in fear of the Blanket Boy in the dungeons filled with roses and the Nightmare Bags that lay in wait.